Hello, good morning. Welcome to another Yes Futures Trading stream. This is this stream is part of my homework. I do this for educational purposes only. I am not intent to call trades here, but to spread some education regarding market dynamics. If it's come, if this stream can be of help for you, that will that will be something good. I hope it helps. Okay, today is Tuesday, March 28th. It is 8:54, almost 8:55 a.m. So let's go to the markets. Let's go straight to the markets. What the overnight is doing. I have something to say here regarding markets. Yesterday, I guess I was confused yesterday. Uh, I didn't see any direction at the market. I didn't see any conviction on any side in the market. But I fail to see, or not to see, maybe to differentiate the time frames here. Several time frames, because I saw that contradicting information here in the upper side and the lower side as well. That kind of like paralyzed me, kind of choked me. I didn't know what to do here. But if the next thing in trading, when you start having some glimpse of what trading is about, um, you will start to see these time frames working together. Because the market is a place where multiple time frames, trading, investment is coming to play, right? They all work together. There's not a time where, okay, let's see, today the investment money is going to be in the market, or tomorrow long-term traders, or the day after tomorrow short-term time frame traders. It doesn't work like that. It's everything all together. Um, I guess I didn't see that yesterday. I wasn't able to differentiate that. Um, Now in hindsight, you can see, right? You can see this market uh, because value was higher. Traders were buying the dips here. Every break the market has, every break was bought. Every break the market had was bought or bought. That get the market kind of long. I don't like how this high was sold from the 50s. Um, this high being exactly at overnight, characteristic of very short-term trading here, and the long liquidation that happened here. This long liquidation removed most of well, a good chunk of the longs from this section of the trading season. But I think this is just long liquidation here. Long liquidation on this very short-term trading here. Now, the bigger time frame has has an action here to the downside that has not been completed. Yeah, the action has not been completed. Um, I have wrote this in my homework. Uh, that this law has really, what it is. Okay, I got something. Uh, that's very high odds being completed in the next trading sessions. This law here. Okay, this added, having in context, having also this non-excess low has not been repaired. The market got too short here, the market got just too short here, and just couldn't take this one. And some of the shorts have to be liberated or forced out of the market. So the next time the market comes down to here, it can take this low. That's probably what the bigger time frame money is doing, right? And now the shortest time frame has another way of trading, right? Shorter time frame just traded the intraday, the day inside here, the day inside here, the day inside here. And that money was going to the upside here. That kind of traders, those kind of traders were going to the upside here. Now we have I can see maybe I can choose, right? If I choose I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of balance here, you know. Um, without considering this breakout day here. I will consider this part of this lower range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range down here. Okay, and this one having the 3900 as a base. Oh, I can also choose this one. But I rather choose only these 6 days here because I want to have this low as a kind of like an ultimate destination trade for whatever is happening here in this range, right? We have a low here that also was sold exactly from the overnight low here, and we are having the same thing here today or yesterday, selling from the overnight high, exactly right there. Right, so I got something here, got something here, so I would choose this range, the closer range of these 2 days. Why? Because I guess the answer is just because I can, right? Right. But my observations are only be I don't clinch with this observation or kind of like interpretations of the market that I can do if I see the market is doing another thing. If I see the market is doing something completely different and it's not paying attention to what I saw, what I observed, right, or what I thought I saw, then it's the market is telling me, you know what, you're wrong. Right? It's time to watch again, right? To redo what you have done. I may have done my homework um, not the right way. I need more information. Or maybe I missed something. That's what I see, right? So short-term trading here, very short-term trading here between this high and this low here, and that kind of like coincide with this, very very close high here, very close high here, kind of same distance here as well. But the main thing could be this one. The market has got too short here. I need to rally to break forward. Now, if the market opens now, well, the market is going to be really close to the low, right? So the odds of this low being taken are kind of high. Your overnight inventory is pretty much 100% long. And counteraction to overnight inventory, what would be the counteraction to the overnight inventory here? It would be a break, right? It would be a break on the market with a downside, with the direction to the downside here. And it happens also to be the direction of to repair this high. And below here, we have a bunch of weak highs, weak lows here. The intraday, though, the intraday here, what this could tell me here, there's another thing that can happen here, right? This could be just long liquidation, right? Liquidation of all these loans that were going high. The market could have got too long and started liquidating some of the loans. This happens, right? This could happen, and in the same way, how I'm watching the disc in the longer time frame. The longer time frame can be too short, and it's removing some of the short, so it can go further. The shortest time frame that's happening has just got too long. It has got too long. Remember, remove some inventory, and then so can keep going higher. In the short, remember, this is a mix of many time frames working all together here. Now, let's have a review. Let's have a review. Oh, something else. It's from yesterday as well. Many lot of things that happen in the market has a lot to do with what happened before. I got this level here, the 4110. I guess I have it somewhere up here. Where it is? This level. Yeah, this level here has been. There's a lot of volume in this level. It's kind of like something's happening here. And just it is it has this huge amount in the overnight on Friday, and it again has a lot of volume yesterday. Now, below this, you have this huge volume, high volume levels down here, marked with blue, and the upper side as well, marked with blue. Um, these levels here, there's a lot of volume here. If the market has wants to go to the downside or picks a direction to the downside, it's going to be really easy for this market to go to the downside because it does have a lot of volume here, and most important, there is no action. The action was completed. There's a lot. This kind of uncompleted action here calls catches my attention, as well as the multiple lows here. You know, one after another one after another one. The potential for firecracker effect here is huge, right? And what we have, what the market has, my bad, what the market has below this, what the market has below this is this non-excess, the 370. Now this is a weak, this is a good excess, but a weak. The base of the rally coming from exactly the 200 moving average. You know, another weak reference from back all the time, another from seven, another from February low, which is 100 as well. You know, there's a bunch of weak reference in this. Yesterday, not much. I mean, there's nothing actually. I could call this one and this one, but there's not in the way of this one. The shape, the profile, though, what also makes me aware of something here is the shape. The profile looks like a long liquidation. It really looks like kind of like low. It's not that wide though, but it has some resemblance of long liquidation here. Okay, value is higher now. The monthly, the monthly, there's no change in the monthly. You have 11 months trading range. We have 3 more days, maybe 4 more. How many days to go? 4 more days to the end of the week to close this monthly bar. You know, you have a breakout to the upside, um, and the potential destination is this range. You have 3 month range here. The potential destination is this 37 3704.5 down here. But no change actually, right? You can see like the range is contracting here. This range started here, is here, and then it's becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. So there could be uh, some resolution down down the road here. Have a balance, breakout, balance, breakout, balance. If we can have another breakout here, either to the upside, to the downside. Which direction? I don't know. But there's no major change in the monthly. The weekly, we have a downside. This is something, something that I have. Let me open my single swing chart here. Um, because I have noticed something here. Have noticed something in the weekly that I would like to show. I noticed this yesterday. Allow me a second, please. I am oops, it's not. Oh yes, it is. It's uploading. All right, all right. Here it is. Weekly. Now I have noticed a trend line here. You can almost see the trend line here. If you put this high here and touches, it almost touches all of them. Right? This is perfect trend line there. Not that I trade this one, But traders are aware of these things. We can have a breakout of this to the upside. That's 57, right? But this is something traders use. You know, if I get this one and move to the downside, what do I have here? I was maybe I was thinking maybe this could coincide with this, but it doesn't. That's kind of like a bias this line is giving me. But it is quite there. You cannot once you have seen this one, you cannot not you cannot unsee. It is there, right? Traders see these kind of things, right? Oh, okay. What we're doing the monthly, the weekly. But the market is going to the upside here. You got 1, 2, 3 weeks to the upside. There's a trend. You have a trend here, an upside trend here. This high is kind of weak. It looks weak here, right? But each high is kind of like we have good access, right? Good access here, good access here, not good here. It doesn't have access. This week doesn't have access. Um, but they are close together, and we have the same thing on the lower side, right? The lower side has no access here, little access here, and very close to each other, and these lows as well, but kind of like far back, right? These are closer. These are closer. Um, oh, this low this low is exactly 4,000 here. It's when that happened is I question that low here. The monthly doesn't show anything on that. Um, these two things, right? This is contradicting information that I saw yesterday. Uh, also, low is poor. At the same time, it's high also being corrected in the trading session. Could be corrected today. Daily has better areas, but this was sold from one. It was sold one tick. Um, it was sold. It was sold one tick from one tick above on a high. Now the daily. You got one time frame lower here. That ends today. That ended yesterday. I guess I can fit that trend line here better. Right. The next time. And now the main thing here that I see here is this low here. The low at the 200 and the high at the 50. It is very mechanical trading here. It kind of tells me who is doing the trade here. And the market profile. And we were talking about this in the morning. This 4 day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range here, even 6 here, right? But the thing is, if you count this one, you have to count this one as well. This additional two, right? You got 1, 2, 3 here. And counted. I counted. I guess I have to count this three because this is the day. This 3 day range balance was a perfect balance at the time. The market has a breakout of that balance. Breakout failed, and I felt it did not reach the low of the balance, the lows of the range. It just kind of came like halfway through the range and didn't even repair this non-excess low here. But the breakout failed from this one. Now this balance, in the daily time frame, the market has come out of this range again and back into this is making a new range here, right? This was one range and this is another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range here. Right? Because of the action, what's happened, have a balance here, breakout, phase, and it starts from another balance. That's why I did not consider. I'm not considering this one into the new one. I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days balance range here. because markets are always looking forward. I think this market is looking forward towards Friday, for towards PCE on Friday. I guess it will have some repositioning before that date. What's going to do it though? No, this is very uncertain to me. It has been hard. It has been hard times to trade this market. Uh, the market has formed a new range in between the two previous ranges. I guess what I was calling that is I have a range here. It's clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11 day range here, and another one down here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 day range. One here and another one here. And this new range is right in between both those two. Okay, that's the reason why I consider this as a range. Only these 5 days here. It was a joke when I said just because I can, right? Um, okay, I'll notice that you have excess here and excess down here as well, but this low, this range, no, okay. We have this. You have three ranges here, like 1 and 2 and 3. Now, if I zoom in into this one, I got I got this, you know, I got this mechanical buying from 3900 and this weakness. That's a weakness here, weakness here, weakness here, and weakness here. The upper side is a little bit better from MGI, market generated information. Now, trading is not easy. They don't make it easy, right? So I try to remain as neutral as possible here. If there, yesterday we were talking when the market was having this rally here. Not this wasn't a rally here. I was having this rotational market here with traders buying every single dip here. Um, you can see every single, if you were a seller here, if you were a seller here, you know, kind of like the market was selling and coming back to this level, 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 where that happens to be POC down here. Every time the market was selling, the market was going higher and higher and higher here, right? Kind of like shorting the whole. I wouldn't if this thing didn't happen. I would go ahead. I would have go ahead and call this like a 45-degree line here. But that was setting. But we didn't have that setup. The market has a rally that took out markets most of the shorts here. But I think that this long liquidation here could be misleading as well. You know, Traditionally might see this as a directional movement to the downside, but I see this as a long liquidation. A long liquidation can actually strengthen the market. Add to that this kind of lows we were talking about also yesterday, that this kind of lows actually a limit, right? Like a hand tie the movement, the market when it does this kind of upside movement. It limits the potential of the upside movement when we have this kind of uh, lows. Now, going back, going back, yes, I have something else. I am okay. I'm currently on here. This is was This look, it was so obvious yesterday that it actually, I it there is a lot of things I am thinking about this volume here. This volume here is from Friday. It happened in the overnight, in the last period before the market closed. It is the first time I saw this much of volume on Friday. Plus, we have the same, we have kind of like high volume as well uh, yesterday at exactly the same level. I will start. I will start to watch. I'm not doing nothing regarding this, but I will start to observe what what the market does. There must be some changing going on because before, like 1 year ago, maybe more, there used to be a run-off period here after M. We have N, and that used to last like 15 minutes. And the time frames was the SP day, for example, the daily was not the market didn't close for short-term trading didn't close here at 16 at 4 p.m. but rather for 4:15 because there was a lot of volume at that time. And after that run-off period, after that 15 minutes, the market kept trading at close at 4:30 p.m. Then it was changed. There was a change, right? The market, the CME extended the trading session down to 5 p.m. But there was really low volume, particularly in the closing period. You know, in this case will be NO, right? Uh, I consider that to be part of the overnight. I put that one here. This is 4 and this is 4:30. Okay, 4 or 4:30. That's part of the overnight. Um, but if this kind of volume If this kind of bother starts to happen often in this period, that would mean that there is something changing, right? Something changing in the market because also we have a lot of these options. The option market changes as well. Before we used to have only Monday options expiring on option expirations on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the weekly options, the monthly options, and the contract, the, the quarter options as well. And now we have every day. We have every day. That's the market is expanding, and that is changed, right? Something changed there. Um, I will start. I am observing those things all the time. Um, uh, my goal is to see if it has any impact in what I am trying to do, right, in the market. It has any impact. This is, as I say, this is the first time I see this kind of volume, and that happened on Friday, actually. I up here after the closing, after the market close, we have this, the market close here, we have this option, this market here. Yesterday, uh, as I say, we got this. This is more kind of like typical here, this typical closing here. We got a 4 p.m. Closing here with a bunch of buying here at these lows here. Mm, yeah, there was some absorption selling here, down here, and this could be some bigger bigger trading also taking advantage of all this long inventory here. They start to sell the market here, because they know that short-term traders don't take trades overnight, either because their accounts or because the accounts are too small, or because they just go flat, right? When they see this kind of a market getting long, traders buying the dips, this here, buying the dip here, buying the dip here, buying the dip here. There's always a possibility that something like this could happen. I don't see there's times that happen often. It's not happening that often now, right? This is part of trading, right? We have to be aware of these things. Um, we have to adapt to the market. We have to be able to trade any kind of market. We had a weakness here, absorption here, and this could be, as I said, just show a very short-term trading here, you know, just to liquidate these longs here. And once this once this long, this inventory here has been removed, you know, they sell here and start cover down here. You know, that's a valid trade, right? That's something that happens. Uh, that's something that happens quite often, actually. Right? In this case, it happened at the closing. It doesn't happen that often at the closing, but it happens all the time. And that's what trading is about, actually, right? Trading is about markets. I mean, at least short-term trading. Trading is about markets getting too long, too short, trying to identify who is in the market. All right. Now, this overnight inventory here. Now, just look at what this. Can you see? Can you see these things here? Selling, 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 selling. They see. They saw this. Saw this liquidation here. They saw the market, having a directional movement here. Right? And what the market is going to do? The market is going to break, right? Okay, let's sell. There was crush, there was squeeze to the upside, and then the market keep going lower towards this to repair this low here. That's when you put price in context. That's the goal. Put price in context. Now, today we have a gap to the downside. We have a gap. You have a gigantic gap to the upside yesterday. We have overnight inventory that was 100% long. This could have been just a reaction to this overnight inventory here, and then market get long and was liquidated again. And now we have a gap to the downside. But it's a small gap though, right? It's a small gap. Um, what I think here could happen is many of these longs here don't cover with when something like this happens. This liquidates some of the longs here. Can you see what happened here on air? Right? You have held back and market is bought right from that level. Very mechanical buying here. And of course, after that, this market has liquidated. And just this is the laggard part of this market. It was very hard for me to try to make sense of what happened yesterday. So I didn't see any kind of opportunity, at least for me. Just a second, something said I need to open. All right, that was the neighbor. Just telling me, asking me if I have water. I have no water. Now remember the distribution curve, the laggards in this section. This was the laggards here, coming here. They see the market going higher, higher, higher here, and bought here, right? We bought here. Okay, let's bought here again. And double just crucify, yes, crucify here. Um, I didn't see anything here yesterday. I didn't see any opportunity. I mean, for my kind of trading, for my knowledge of I couldn't take advantage. I thought it was super risky as well. Now today can be different. Who knows? Now the market has re-entered. We are just a couple seconds, less than a minute to the opening. This could be long liquidation or overnight inventory is was 100% long. There was some rebalancing here. Let's see. Let's see how this market opens here. What the market does at the open. Let's see if the market. Now, one thing the market can do here is take, gosh, is take repair. The first thing the market has on site is repairing these lows here, repairing the 4,000 here. The other thing is we have this overlay profile here, which low is down here. Very prominent overnight POC. Very prominent overnight POC down there. Okay. Forget about these numbers here. Don't pay attention to the numbers here. All right. Now this low has been repaired. Value is lower. Selling from. What's this? My God, what's this? Oh, this is the buy. Oh, can you see this? Yesterday, this day, I decided to keep this spike. This is from 4 days ago. It's being used. Right? Keeps being used now. No, the first thing the market has on the downside was this low is gone. Right? This is history. Yeah, it has been repaired now. Okay, it has been repaired. Now we have 4,000. Being so close to the 4,000 as well. There was something of relevance. No, gray. Let's see what the market has to do with the overnight low. Can the market take the overnight low? Remember, overnight inventory is 100% long. Counter action would be a counter action to overnight inventory would be a break. Now from yesterday, a strong market would have would have not closed this gap. Huh? A weak market would have not closed this gap as well. Well, it's just opening inside. All right, overnight low has been taken. Let's take this one out. Just let's pay attention what the market does here. This could be long liquidation on this day. And remember what we have in the daily time frame. Right? This is different time frames all working together here. No, I mean the market is doing a counter action here to overnight inventory. Oh, and yesterday volume something also volume was low, very low yesterday. Okay, this is a breakout balance. Okay, we have a range here. Market has come out the range, right? Market's out the balance relative to yesterday's range. Remember what happened at the closing here? That we were talking about that as a long liquidation. Let's see. I mean, that's something. That's the potential is that it was just a long liquidation, right? Now, trend to the upside, if there was any, has ended here. Now we have a market to the downside. This low has been taken. The same way as this day take this high out, this day has taken this low out. The possibilities here are we going to downside movement, are we going to have balance, we can have balance. We have breakout to the upside and failure, breakout to the upside and continuation. Right now we are having breakout to the downside. Is this breakout going to fail or have downside continuation? The low has been taken. The market has re-entered previous day range once, right? Once the market has re-entered here. We come back to 4,000. Oh, and there's another thing here. Man, trading is not easy. Look at how this low is also 4,000. I forgot to mention that. And this, the closeness to this level also make this low extremely high, extremely vulnerable to be taken out. And it could have been tomorrow, someday during this week, but the also this low was going to be taken were high. It has been taken, so now are we going to have downside continuation here? Volume is not promising. Volume is lower than yesterday. Overnight volume is also lower. 320. What I did put this 321 high here. 321 low or 324. This is wrong. This is 324 here. Notice how it has come. It is the second time the market comes to 4,000, right? We are 8 minutes into the first period and the market has come back twice to 4,000. Yesterday we had a counter action to overnight inventory that lasted almost like 5 periods. This is the third time the market is coming to 4,000. You think? Three times now the market has come back to 4,000. This is not a weak market here. The weak market doesn't do this. It doesn't it comes back to check 4,000 like three, 4 times now. This is the second time the market re-enters yesterday's range. Oh, such an inconvenient time, man. Oh. Now, is anything out there that can impact this market? All right. Notice how this market doesn't have has this volume here at the lower side. It's selling. This is, isn't this too obvious here, selling from this level? I know it's from a couple of days ago. It's from Friday. But isn't that too obvious? Now again, back again, 4,000. Mm-hmm. 4013 there. There's a lot of baiting around the 4,000 here. Now, this is the if this is to the down, if this is a buying tail, this is going to be a good access on the lower side. The selling that happened here could have been just long liquidation at the closing. Long liquidation, what actually does is strengthens the market, right? The only reference on the upper side is this overnight here, overnight POC, very prominent overnight POC. Market re-entering previous day, and this could be, we got a breakout of yesterday's range. Market re-entering previous day range targets the opposite side of the range, which in this case is 40.30, 40.34. Could that be possible? It seems too far, right? It seems too far right now. But those options are quite cheap, actually. There's only 2 points, 200s, versus the 39.80 versus this one, versus this one over here. Very weak selling, buying. I mean, from these levels or this level, these are like 6 points down here. Kind of like about the same distance from this level to here and down here. Again, 4,000. Slow the trading around the 4,000 here. Also, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at histograms. Short-term trading, right? Market took this inventory out here. Now, I believe that this volume here, or the volume here, as well, is very exposed to any kind of downside moment here. You can see the lack of volume, the market going lower here. It didn't remove this one, and below this you have this one, and this one as well, and this one as well, and a bunch of stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here. So if there's anything to the downside here, The potential can be really, it can be huge here. But what I question here is the closing period from yesterday. It could have been just long liquidation, and the fact the market has re-entered like is this the third or fourth time the market is re-entering the range, right? A weak market doesn't do that. Multiple times re-entering the range. Actually targets this. First, it targets this as a ultimate destination trade, but before going over here, you will need to take sell, hold back, overnight POC, last, the 100, the 50. It has plenty of reference on the upper side as well. What do you do in this market? Values lower. We have a breakout. Again, we have a breakout. The context is the overnight has been taken. Overnight low has been taken out. But the market has re-entered the overnight trading range and also has re-entered yesterday's range, signaling that this market is not as weak as price is advertising. Price is telling me, this is a weak market, but what the market is doing is not seen. This market is going to, it seems like it's going to have even lower volume than yesterday. Any comments, questions? Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to go ahead and uh, spike has downside spike has been rejected with this trading here. Narrow ranges that can be topped really, really easy as well. Right now we have a very narrow range. This is a market that lacks confidence. Volume is decreasing by the day. Seems like it's waiting just as some kind of news, lower, lower, lower. And now, and today as well, seems like it's going to be lower. Should be like, just to be same as yesterday, you had to come all the way up to here in the next 4 minutes or 3.5. I seem that kind of like unlikely. So far, no volume. What now? Let's see if this has any kind of movement. Uh, so if there's any movement here, if the market has any directional movement, more likely it's not going to have volume behind it. And volume is very important, you know, because price advertises, time regulates, and volume measure the success or failure of any opportunity. I got this alarm again. I am going to turn this one off. You wonder what that alarm is that's the oven. I have some steak there. No, no, no steak. It's pork chop. My bad. Look what the volume is. You get high volume. You know. Markets are irrational in a predictable way. That's a I am quoting Nassim Taleb there, Nicholas Taleb, the author of The Black Swan. Try there 4,000. I think, you know, just inventory was 100% low up to this point. You know, somewhere up here, and there and then this market started to rebalance the long inventory, and trades are following the direction of the overnight session and also following the late break on yesterday. And some of these longs don't cover until today. You have what happened when you have this break, right? And you don't cover, and the market is down here. You see the direction of the market. This longs up here are have start having margin calls. Um, but how they cover, right? How they cover when you got margin call? If you are long, you sell, right? You sell, you start sell, and that selling is not breaking this market. It's kind of like it seems like all business here. This one was this one was long liquidation of all these loans here. Now we got 100% long inventory as well, overnight long inventory as well, which if there's a counter action, the reaction of the market would be a break as well. But all of that is all business. All of that is all business. Now look at where the selling is coming from, right from 4,000. Exactly from the 4,000 here. It's just short term, the same thing as yesterday. Very short term trading here. Very short term traders here in this market. It doesn't mean that the market is not going to it cannot have a strong or a power break, right? Consumer confidence, US consumer confidence. Did we have that today? It is 10 a.m. Yeah, consumer confidence center. I missed that. Consumer confidence is that having this kind of reaction. Consumer confidence maybe is high. Is it high? Actual 104, forecast 101. Yeah, this is high. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry, just like yesterday, I don't have anything here. I don't have anything here. No, you can see the market is trying to break here, but where the selling is coming from doesn't give me any confidence. It doesn't mean that it's not going to break, that it cannot break, but where it is coming from. Now, in putting things in context, remember what happened during this day. Uh, remember all remember all the inventory that we have here. The way how this was bought as well. We can have a resolution of this day. So the potential is there. That's why I say it doesn't mean that the market cannot pick a direction. How this buying was made, right? It has this market has the opportunity. This day has the opportunity to repair this low here. The market just didn't do anything on that day. I mean, and it had chance. It had a chance to do some damage here in the lower side. But it seems like the market was too short at the time. No, and it has to rally. Sometimes you have this kind of moves, right? Market sometimes have to rally so that it can break further. The next time it comes to check this one, it will just go through. It can go through like that. But current business first. I am constantly reminding myself of what happened the previous days. Uh, so I have multiple scenarios in my mind. Have a nice balance here. Notice how you have higher volume in the lower side. And Bailey, this histogram here is way nicer than this one. When I have something like this, I question this. What's happening in this day? Same as this, for example. Gosh, man, what the heck is this? This is weak. It has a lot of volume on the lower side, but the market goes high, right? Market goes high. Uh, this is nice. I mean, this is this side here. Customer, this is nice. This is what the heck happened here? We have higher volume on the lower side. Very weird. This one as well. This is better, but this one, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. This is not. This is good. I mean, nicer. How can I say it's good, right? We never know. I guess nicer would be a better word here. Look at this breakout here. Breakout of this range. Breakout. All right. And people is always looking for magic things, right? Many people is hopping, you know, jumping from one stream to another, looking for somebody who can tell them, okay, buy the market here, sell the market here. It's time to buy, time to sell. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You will find, you will find people that will tell you, okay, it's time to buy, right? But the odds, right? In the long term, the odds of success of doing something like that, of the- working that way, the odds of success are very low. You may have some good trading, you have some good strikes. I mean, a strike. Uh, you have even couple months, hot days, hot weeks, or hot months. But it is not sustainable over a longer period of time. The goal here is to have an understanding, to have market understanding, then self-understanding, and then building a strategy. You don't want to know, you don't want to know what other traders are thinking. What you want to know, you want to have an understanding of what's happening in the market, and you will have to come up with something. All right? You need to come out with something. Because the way how other traders see the same thing that you are seeing has nothing to do with your mindset. What are the odds of this high to be taken? Can you see how traders are selling from that mechanical level? Selling was coming from the 4,000, right? Now it's coming from zero. What are the odds of that high to remain there? Upside continuation, we see the market taking overnight high back and the prominent overnight POC next. Now we have excess in the lower side. Not a significant excess, just just to be technically good excess here. Now the seller has been repaired. Now this high, what are the odds, man, right? We're talking about the odds of being a seller from a level like this. Now, did you follow the direction of the overnight trade? Did you follow the direction of yesterday's trade? And on this late last period, right? Did you understand that this could have been just long liquidation? Yeah. I'm not ignoring the potential that we have to the downside, the weakness in this day, right? But the shape of this day as well, right? The market could have get too long here, just removed it removed it was a counteraction to overnight inventory throughout the session here, all day long. Counteraction to the short to the overnight to the 100% overnight long inventory here. Let's have a look at volume. When I have this kind of volume, if I, for example, if I have a long here, basic, the market a weak market doesn't come back to close this level, right? And but a strong market also doesn't, retrace it multiple times through the 4,000. And so we got very questionable trading here. So, and if I have this kind of volume, which is lower relative to yesterday, I will question any if I have, to put things in context. If I have anything here, if I have a long from 4,000, which is location, right? I have for long for 4,000, I will question it. I will question anything. It has to be if I will need to have to see anything to the outside going quite fast here, right? And I would be very careful if the market comes back to where my location, my trade is, because the risk is could be higher here. The risk is higher actually, all right? Did you see what's happening under the hood here? You have excess here. It's better than yesterday. Yesterday we did not have excess, so the action to the downside could have ended here today. It's down, right? This action here is down to the downside. Now we have another one that has started. This one is going to the upside. The short term, the mixing, that your short term, medium time frame traders and longer time frame trading here as well. What I do is I do short term trading. I do the intraday. I want to be aware what other time frames are doing too. And that's this low here. One thing is this low. You know, this action has not been completed until maybe this it is kind of it's not that it is not something that I would love to have on the lower side, but this is excess. It's excess anyway. We got excess here. Much better than this one. But I question, right? I keep questioning this rally. Now, when the market comes back inside previous day range, it targets this high here. Monitor for continuation. We see the market taking settle, hold back, POC, last 100, high, and finally this high over here. No weakness in here. Mm. In the intraday from yesterday, just something very significant that happened in the closing. Mm. This seems to be like it seems like this was just long liquidation here from yesterday. If you put context to price, you will see momentum in a different way because momentum trading is not bad, right? I'm not saying that. What saying is this: many momentum traders, they just see prices. They just see prices going higher and they just start buying. But why buy? Just because price is going high. Just because of that. Nothing else. And that kind of trading can take the market to extremes. It can go really high, or really low, and the risk is it becomes higher when you trade that way. I was listening today to one example that Jim told us, right? It would be the equivalent if you have a horse race, and that allow you to bet all the way up to, when there is a few yards to the goal, yeah, to the end line, right? Um, if you can bet to the horse, if the betting is not closed before the race starts, and it allows you to bet all the way, you know, down to a few the last 100 or 200 yards, what you will do? What people will do? People will start betting on the horse that is front of the race. Now, all the money is going to be in that horse, and what the line is going to be. Okay, all the money is, the winner is going to take all the money. But what can you see the line? Okay? How much money can you have for your bet? It's going to be little. You're taking high risk, but and for such a little things you will have at the end. Because that's how betting, the bet. I don't know how it's called. The line, when the open line, I guess it's called. The higher the bets one horse has, the little the money you will pay. Something like that tends to happen in the market as well. And when you see momentum, and when traders do or trade momentum without context, and they see the market rallying or they see the market breaking, and they just put the money there and don't see context. There are going to be a lot of winners, right? But how much the winners are going to take? The winners are going to take little. And what happened if in this case, the horse, something happened to the horse? They could lose a lot. Hmm. look at this. Gosh, I missed this. POC, and this is very mechanical as well. POC here, same as yesterday's POC. Okay, yeah, same as yesterday. But notice that yesterday's this POC could have been here, 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 all the way down to here. If the market has downside extension, this POC could have been down here easily. But notice how mechanical this trading was, this overnight session was. Now, yesterday we were questioning that traders were seeing the market going lower, right? Going lower, and not seeing the market in perspective. Actually, the trade was to the upside. Yeah? The trade was to buy the dips yesterday. Now, so far, value is lower. When value is lower, what traders do, they sell the rallies, right? But overall, overall, uh, the market is, this movement, this upside movement has ended yesterday. What are we going to have today? I don't know. This could trend to the downside. It's not going to be a trending day now. It will have to reverse. It could rotate. What the market is doing is trying to go to the upside. It has come back inside a range. Ah. Oh gosh. Again, low volume here. Okay. Um, I don't think I have a poll. I gave it too much today, but it is what it is, right? If you have any question, it is 10:25. Any comments? If you like to see anything else, maybe you want me to talk about something else, please just let me know. Otherwise I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it a morning. Tomorrow I got something to do. I won't be able to be here in front of the trading desk. I will see if I can make an update early in the morning, maybe around 7 or 8 or close to 8. Alright guys, have a wonderful rest of the morning. Stay safe out there and good luck. Bye bye.